supposed to be a colon.
What's that?
So that's supposed to be a colon.
A colon? Are you a Christian?
Yeah.
You are? You're gonna go to heaven when you die? How do you know? What?
I said that's what he tells me.
So you have no doubts about where you're gonna go when you die? So what are you trusting in for your salvation?
Jesus Christ.
And that's it?
What else do you need?
Exactly. You don't need anything else.
Exactly.
Do you know about the abortion Holocaust?
I'm sorry?
Do you know about the abortion Holocaust?
No.
Have you had any Christians tell you about it?
Nope.
Yeah, that's the problem, because most Christians don't talk about it. Well, that's part of why we're out here, is to educate the public about what happens to children in the womb. Because this happens because Christians are silent about it. I know, because I didn't hear about this because of anyone I knew. Like, I didn't know about this till I was 22.
Right. I mean, I've heard plenty about like abortion. I've just never heard that phrase used before.
What phrase?
Abortion Holocaust.
Yeah.
That's a little bit in poor taste.
Not really. Not when you realize that children are being massacred. Tens of millions of children. That is a Holocaust. It's actually much worse than Nazi Germany by the numbers of people murdered. And this continues, unlike Nazi Germany. This Holocaust continues every day. So it's not poor taste at all. It is poor taste to minimize our Holocaust because people think these are not human beings being murdered. That's poor taste there.
I feel like you should probably find another name.
Well, what better name? I mean, are these not human beings?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I don't know, man. That just doesn't seem right.
Well, the Jews do not own the term Holocaust. There have been other Holocausts, and right now we're living in one. It's when a group of people are oppressed. That's what we're doing to the preborn.
That's a massacre. What other Holocaust have you ever heard of?
Well, I know what happened in Nazi Germany, what happened in the Soviet Union under Joseph Stalin.
Have you ever heard that called a Holocaust?
Yeah, it's called that all the time in Nazi Germany. That's what people call it. There's a Holocaust.
No, I mean like the Soviet Union thing. That's never been called a Holocaust.
Should be. I mean
that's like a Holocaust is a very specific event. Massacre.
Yeah, I know. I've looked up the term.
Is like a large-scale killing, obviously, but I feel like a Holocaust is very specific.
Well, it's basically a genocide against a group of people.
Right.
From my understanding. So that's what we have in America, and that's what happened in the Soviet Union, and it's happened happened under Mao Zedong and Pol Pot.
Right. Massacre, genocide, all those I think would work. Holocaust is just a little bit.
Well, the Jews don't own it though. Yeah, I mean, you may not have heard it, and that's a problem if you haven't heard it referred to what we got in America. That's because people dehumanize the preborn. They don't really think people are being murdered. That's why they think it's inappropriate. And yeah, it should be used for the term with what Joseph Stalin did, because that was a Holocaust. He murdered tens of millions of people.
We already have a word for that, though. Is what I'm saying. That's like genocide and like.
Genocide is another word for it.
Right.
I mean, genocide, Holocaust. I mean, people being massacred, a certain group of people, or different groups of people at the same time. And we're allowing it to happen in our own watch. Like, Nazi Germany is over.
Right.
But this continues every day. And it continues because we allow it to continue. Because Christians look the other way. They don't take it very seriously. They say abortion's murder, but they don't live their lives like people are actually being murdered. Not even close. That's a problem.
Well, I got people waiting for me.
Okay.
Good luck with your sign.